Hey guys, welcome back to another Cajun toy review. Today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four retro carded wave High Evolutionary. And this is the last figure that I had to review in this wave, and I think they might have saved the best for last. Definitely one of the more unique looking characters, and a character that I'm familiar with and I'm excited that we get. This is a really cool villain for the Marvel Universe. And it looks like they might have done him justice. I don't see any effects or extra pieces in there, which is disappointing, but that is not really surprising with this wave so far. We're paying a lot, I guess, for this nice cardboard backer box. And speaking of the back, turning it around, we have a shot of the High Evolutionary and a product shot right there for some reason, I guess to let you know his hands can switch, with a little bit of read-up. With highly advanced intelligence and cybernetic exoskeleton, the High Evolutionary challenges the Fantastic Four. Other characters in the wave, we have done them all. If you want to watch those, go back and look at previous videos. UBC in the corner, in the shots at the end, guys, if you need it. As always, not anything else to say, so let's go ahead and open the box out and check out the High Evolutionary. Looking at the High Evolutionary on the turntable, and this is a really cool figure, man. There is a lot to like about this guy. He looks amazing. Love the color scheme on him. I love this new mold. These arms and legs are badass. I'm excited to see what they use him for in the future, but man, for what we got a really solid figure. But the only thing I could really gripe about would be the lack of accessories, or I would love to have an interchangeable head with like maybe an open mouth or something like that, where we can kind of get a different expression. But the head that we do have fits extremely well for the character. So let's get him off of the turntable and take a look at our figure. And if you are unfamiliar with the High Evolutionary, like I was, I had seen him before in comics, but really didn't know much about him at all. Here is a very brief summary of who he is. So the High Evolutionary first appeared in the Mighty Thor number 134 and all the way back in November 1966. He was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. His real name is Hibbert Edgar Wiggum, and he was a student in the 1930s who was basically obsessed and loved and thought the world of a one Nathaniel Essex. And if you're familiar with that, that is Mr. Sinister. And just like Mr. Sinister, Hibbert Edgar Wiggum began to do genetic experiments on different types of animals and then eventually people. This involved himself being experimented on, and eventually over several different incarnations and stuff like that, he was encased in this humanoid body, which is almost like a sentient program machine. And it's pretty crazy. It sent him on all kinds of different things, to the point where he actually created his own world, his own Earth, which he called Counter Earth. And that actually put him head to head with Galactus, who thought that planet could do just as well for Earth to satisfy him. So yeah, this guy has been in some pretty big stories over the years. He has tussled with many of the different characters, Fantastic Four, and of course Avengers. But throughout the years, he's pretty much kept the same appearance, with this kind of red, crimson, different shades, but generally the same look. He's appeared in different forms and different media and stuff like that, including animated forms. We haven't seen him in the MCU, but he's definitely a character that could pop up. One of the cooler storylines with him is where he is trying to die. He wants to die, but his suit will not allow him to die or commit suicide. So in a desperate bid to die, he basically tries to piss off the Hulk as much as he can. Hopefully the Hulk would kill him. But yeah, one of the cool stories. But like I said, he's been around for a long time, and he's one of those villains that you either know about or you don't. So hopefully if you didn't know anything about him, this gave you a slight, maybe a little brief of who he is. But yeah, anyway, on to the figure. And looking at the figure, I think this figure looks really great. Like I said, I love the color scheme on him a lot. I was a little concerned when I opened him that it looked like he had marbling on his chest, which it might still be. You can see these lines right here that kind of come down across. Let me get the light right. So you can see that line right there, and it kind of comes up here. There you go. Yeah, that's like V, which looks like crazy marbling. And you see a little piece on the back, which is common a lot when we use this type of material and stuff, and they did a plastic like this with this metallic. But I looked at other videos just because I was like, man, this really is ugly. And I've seen it on a couple different pictures and different videos and stuff like that. So I don't know, it might be intentional. It's not something that is part of his his look, or maybe all of them have it. If you get one and you don't have this, or it's different, please let me know in the comments. I'm really interested in that. I don't know, it's weird, but like I said, I've seen it in at least 2 other videos, and it was pretty much the identical mark. So it does look like a marble one, but at the same time, it's exactly the same in another video I saw. So who knows? But yeah, if you know and you find out, let me know. So yeah, besides that, I think the figure looks fantastic. I think he looks really great. I love the head sculpt on him, and it's just like overall, just love the color scheme on this guy. It looks fantastic. So yeah, looking at that, looking at the head, I do kind of wish we would have got a more angry head or something where we had kind of had a mouth open. He's just got that kind of dead on kind of stare, which, I mean, it does fit. It does look good, but there's so much detail on this head, man. Look at all the different line work on there, where it's all kind of segmented together and stuff. You can see. Now, it isn't really missing any paint or anything, based on like the art and everything, stuff like that. It would have been nice to see some like silver maybe in the ear right here or like that, but it's not a game breaker for me. I think it looks pretty good for what it is. I do like his kind of elevated mohawk that we got kind of going on there, his head. The yellow looks really good. It's really clean on there. He just got that pissed off dad face, you know? Yeah, like, it's 11:30. I said 11. I like it. I like it a lot. It looks really, really good. I do love this color they use for the body. Looks really, really awesome. It's got almost like a mixed kind of silver kind of in it. That kind of gives it this really cool shine. And then of course all the silver detail on him with all the studs and the rivets. Of course, in the belt we got the silver there. And kind of the rivets just kind of go all the way around this guy. Just looks so good. It is slightly off. The color is slightly different for the head and the hands and at the gloves, because this is just a more softer material. But it's not really noticeable unless you have it like in a crazy light like this on the shelf or something like that in the box. You're not going to have it tell. And speaking of the silver, love this new silver right here. This chrome looks fantastic on this guy. I'm really excited to see what we get using these arms and legs in the future. What they're going to do with that, if they do something at all with it, but hopefully they will, because this is really awesome. Nice new kind of cybernetic pinless arms and pinless legs, and I think they could do some really cool stuff with that. Who you think would be a good, my brain is not working right now, who you think would utilize these really well? Put it in the comments. I'd like to hear that. So yeah, I think he looks awesome. So taking a look at the articulation on our, oh yeah, sorry, let me back up a little bit. So no accessories that come with our High Evolutionary, but it does come with interchangeable hands. So we have our 2 open hands, and they're both cast in the same kind of pinkish red kind of shade. I don't even know what color that is. Is that salmon? No, I don't know. But they are both hinged. You might want to warm them up a little bit. Mine's stiff right now. They do get a little restricted by the bracer, but not much on there. But yeah, they're hinged. And 2 fisted hands. Same thing here, molded in the same material. Both look really cool. But yeah, these kind of gloved fisted hands, and both are also hinged. So that's it for the accessories. Skipped it because there really isn't anything. So looking at the articulation on the High Evolutionary, he can look up really well for the most part. Down, also quite good. He's got a nice pivot on his head. You can fully like give him full range on that. Full rotation. Got a full arm rotation. You do run into the shoulder pad, so you can get it around that butterfly, but it's gonna kind of come out. You're not gonna get a straight up arm, fist in the air, I don't care pose on this guy. Bicep swivel, double jointed new sexy arm, elbows, So you can scratch the back of his head over there. There is rotation at the wrist, and there is flex on the hands. Ab crunch. About this far back. A little bit forward. You can rotate at the torso and the waist. It's kind of hard to do with the waist, but you can. They got this kind of skirt kind of thing hanging over, but you can rotate him through there. You just gotta kind of work around it. There's a thigh cut. You can split about that high. Kick about that high. Double jointed new knees. Now these are also gonna kind of work around that skirt. So yeah, he can kick his third lumbar. Boot rotation and ankle pivot rotation. Oh, no, rotation. And peg holes on the bottom of his feet. And I find that he stands pretty well. So yeah, overall, I think this is a solid figure. He's definitely I think the coolest looking figure in the line. And having him right next to Psycho Man, they definitely look really awesome with their color scheme. The two of them definitely have a really cool look going on. And yeah, I think if you get one, you got to get the other. So what do you guys think about this figure? Is this one you're going to pick up? Yay, nay? I think it's worth it. I totally do. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you do, please leave a like, comment, consider subscribing. Check out our other videos. We've done the whole other wave if you want interest in the Fantastic Four. And we do videos pretty much every day with NECA, Marvel, DC, and pretty much anything in between. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And I think that's it. If you want to support the channel, go to buymeacoffee.com/Cajun Toy Review. Any money goes towards a 4K camera with a mic input. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.